This lecture deals with midpoint circle drawing algorithm. So when we consider any circle drawing algorithm, it receives two parameters. First one is center xc, yc, and the second one is radius r. So let us consider the Cartesian coordinate system. So you are having a center xc, yc. So this algorithm is expected to plot the pixel positions or plot the pixels on the circumference of the circle with radius r centered at xyz. So aim is to determine the pixel positions on this circular path. So we can determine the points on the circumference of the circle using the equation, Cartesian coordinate equation, x minus xc the whole square plus y minus yc the whole square equal to r square. So this is based on the Pythagoras theorem. Now, so if we consider this particular circle, you can divide this circle into 8 octants. So you are having octant 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I take a point xy in this particular octant on the circumference of the circle, you can have the symmetric points on other 7 octants. So we can bring down this circle drawing problem to determine the points on the circumference of the circle on this particular octant. If it is possible to compute the points on the circumference of circle in this octant, you can have the equivalent symmetric points on the other 7 octants. So for example, if xy is this particular point, then this point will be yx. Again, this point will be, so here x value will be y and y value will be minus x. So this point will be x minus y. So this point will be minus x minus y. This point will be minus y minus x. And if you consider this point, here it will be y minus x. So if you consider this point, here it will be minus x y. Oh, here it will be minus y x. So if you consider this particular direction, y value get decremented. If you consider this particular quadrant, y and x value will become negative. And if you consider this particular quadrant, x value will be negative and y value will be positive. And again, if you consider this quadrant, both x and y values will be positive. So our aim is to determine the points on the circumference of the circle on this particular octant so that you can determine the symmetric points on the other 7 octants. Again, you can start plotting the point from this particular position. So if you consider this point, that is actually this point will be actually xc r. So you can start plotting the point from this position. So if you consider the corresponding x value will be xc, and if you consider this y value, that will be yc plus r. So this, the y value corresponding to this position is yc. To that you have to add this radius r to obtain the next value. So you are expected to plot this point at first, and you have to proceed in this direction. So if we move in that direction, slope of that curve is negative. So what you can do is you can sample x at unit intervals. So you can sample x at unit intervals and determine the corresponding y values. So that is the basic idea behind both the line drawing algorithms, midpoint circle and Bresenham circle drawing algorithm. Now why can't you use this Cartesian coordinate equation that is based on the Pythagorean theorem to determine the y value? So you can use this equation. Yc will be equal to, so you are having, so from this equation you can write y minus yc the whole square is equal to r square minus xc the whole square, r square minus xc the whole square. Y minus yc is equal to plus or minus root of r square minus xc the whole square. So y is equal to yc plus or minus root of r square minus xc the whole square. So you can use this equation to determine the corresponding y values for unit increment of x values. And you have to proceed until you reach this point. When you reach this point, x value will be greater than or equal to y value. So you have to go on iterating until x value will become greater than or equal to y. So this point will be xc yc plus r, and this point, when you reach this point, x value will become equal or it will become greater than y. If you follow this particular method, it actually involves a lot of computation. So you have to take the square root, and that will be a little bit costlier as compared to simple addition or subtraction. And again you have to take the square of r and x minus xc. So it actually involves or it increases computational cost. And another problem with this method is that the points computed need not be continuous. There exists some gap between the successive points computed using this equation, and that problem can be resolved using the polar coordinate system r and theta. So you can use the polar form of equation x is equal to xc plus r cos theta and y equal to yc plus r sin theta to determine each and every point on the circumference of the circle. Here also it actually increases the computation cost because it involves trigonometric calculation. So here is the relevance of line drawing algorithms. We are having two classical algorithms, midpoint circle drawing and Bresenham's circle drawing algorithm. Both are based on decision parameters. So based on the decision parameter, you can incrementally compute the next point on the circumference of the circle. So let us consider this situation. So let this column be xk, this will be xk plus 1. So these are actually scan lines. So here it will be yk, will be yk minus 1. So let this be the circular path. So at kth step, assume that you have plotted this pixel, that is xk, yk. At k plus 1 step, you are having two possibilities. Okay. You are having two possibilities. So let this be the actual circular path. And let this point be the midpoint between these pixel centers. So if you consider this particular point that is exactly in between yk and yk minus 1. So the corresponding, if you take the corresponding y value will be yk minus half. So that is the point to be noted. So if you consider this point is having y value yk minus half, because that point is exactly in between yk and yk minus 1, exactly in the middle portion between yk and yk minus 1. So we assume that at kth step you have plotted this pixel, and in k plus 1 step, as I have mentioned, x will be sampled at unit interval. So the next x value will be xk plus 1, that will be in this particular column, and you are having two options. You have to choose either this pixel or this pixel, and you have to choose that particular pixel which is closer to the actual line path. So that selection is based on the decision parameter pk. So pk is defined using the circle function x square plus y square minus r square. So in midpoint circle drawing algorithm and in Bresenham circle drawing algorithm, we proceed based on the assumption that we are going to plot the points on the circumference of the circle centered at origin 0, 0. See, assume that you want to plot circle with center xc, yc and radius r. So rather than determining points on the circumference of the circle centered at xc, yc, it is better to compute points on the circumference of the circle centered at 0, 0 origin and translate these points to the circumference of the circle centered at xc, yc. So if I am having a point xy here, and if I take the point x plus xc and y plus yc, this point will be on the circumference of the circle centered at xc, yc. So this will be the point x plus xc and y plus yc. So that is the point to be noted. So in midpoint circle drawing algorithm, while constructing the circle centered at xc, yc, rather than building circle or determining the points on circumference of circle centered at xc, yc, just determine the points on the circumference of circle centered at origin, followed by translating those points by adding the translation factor xc and yc, so that you will be getting points on the circumference of circle centered at xc, yc. So here this circle function is based on the points on the circumference of the circle centered at 0, 0. And this is based on the Cartesian coordinate equation x minus xc the whole square plus y minus yc the whole square equal to r square. So as I said, we are going to determine the points on the circumference of circle centered at 0, 0. So xc becomes 0 and yc becomes 0. So this becomes x square plus y square equal to r square. And you can say that x square plus y square minus r square is equal to 0. So this will be equal to 0 if point xy is on the circular path. Now what happens? The selected point is outside the circular path. So let this be the point. If the point is outside the circular path, then this value, that is x square plus y square minus r square, will be greater than 0, because xy is outside the circular path. So x value and y value will be like this, and if we take x square plus y square, that will be always greater than r square, and this term will be greater than 0. And again, if you consider a point xy which is inside the circular path, then x square plus y square minus r square will be less than 0. So if you take any point xy on the circumference of the circle centered at 0, 0, it will satisfy this equation x square plus y square minus r square equal to 0. If point is outside, then x square plus y square minus r square will be greater than 0, and if point is inside, x square plus y square plus minus r square is less than 0. So this is the decision parameter. Now, so this is the f circle function, and we will be taking the decision parameter pk is equal to f circle of this midpoint, because we are talking about midpoint circle algorithm. So if you consider this midpoint, its x value will be xk plus 1, x value will be xk plus 1, and y value will be yk minus half. So this will turn to, so apply in the circle function, you will be getting xk plus 1 the whole square plus yk minus half the whole square minus r square. So this is our decision parameter pk. Now what happens if pk is less than 0? If pk is less than 0, because we are talking about this point, so if this value is less than 0, then that means this midpoint, you can call that as midpoint, this midpoint is inside the actual circular path. So if this midpoint is inside the actual circular path, then you can say that this upper pixel is closer to the circular path. So if pk is less than 0, midpoint is inside. That is based on the circle function. Midpoint is inside, and the pixel to be selected is xk plus 1 yk. You are expected to choose this pixel. If pk is equal to 0, if pk equal to 0 means this point is on the circular path. In the sense, the circle path will be like this, which means that both pixels are equidistant from the circular path, but we are expected to choose the lower pixel because slope of this curve is negative. So in order to get a proper curve, you are expected to choose this pixel. So that pixel will be xk plus 1 yk minus 1. So when we move in this direction, y value get decremented. And if pk is greater than 0, if pk is greater than 0, then that means the circular path will be somewhat like this. In the sense, this midpoint is outside the circular path. If midpoint is outside the circular path, then that means the lower pixel is closer to actual circular path, and the pixel to be selected is lower pixel, that is xk plus 1 yk minus 1. So based on the decision parameter, we can choose the next x value. We can say that if pk is less than 0, pixel to be selected is xk plus 1 yk plus 1, else the pixel to be selected is xk plus 1 yk minus 1. So that is our first conclusion. Now, how will you determine decision parameter incrementally? So what is pk plus 1? So pk plus 1 equal to xk plus 1 the whole square plus yk plus 1 minus half the whole square minus r square. Now what is pk plus 1 minus pk? Pk plus 1 minus pk, this will be equal to, so you know that xk plus 1 is, at each and every step you are incrementing x by 1. So you can write xk plus 1 plus 1 the whole square plus yk plus 1 minus half the whole square minus r square minus xk plus 1 the whole square minus yk minus half the whole square plus r square. So you are having minus r square and plus r square, you can cancel it. Then you can expand this one. So this will be equal to xk plus 1 the whole square plus 2 into xk plus 1. I am expanding this term. 2 into xk plus 1 plus 1 plus yk plus 1 square minus 2 into yk plus 1 into half. So you will be getting yk plus 1. So yk plus 1 the whole square minus 2 into yk plus 1 into half, that is minus yk plus 1 plus 1 by 2 the whole square, that is 1 by 4 minus xk plus 1 the whole square minus, you can expand this one, so minus yk square So if you expand this one, you will be having minus 2 into yk into half, that is minus yk, which will turn to plus yk. Then minus half the whole square, that is minus 1 by 4, you will be getting minus half the whole square, you will be getting 1 by 4. Minus of 1 by 4, that is minus 1 by 4. So you can expand this one. If you expand this term, you will be getting yk square minus 2 into yk into 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4. So this get cancelled. And if you take minus of this term, you will be getting minus yk square plus yk minus 1 by 4. Now you can cancel plus xk plus 1 square and minus xk plus 1 square. You are having minus 1 by 4 and 1 by 4. Now you can rewrite this as, this will be equal to 2 into xk plus 1 plus, so I have considered this term, then you can take square terms. You will be getting these two terms, yk plus 1 square minus yk square. I have combined these two terms. Now you can combine these two terms, minus yk plus 1 minus yk. So I have combined minus yk plus 1 and yk. I have taken minus 1, my minus outside. This plus, now we are having 1 here. Now you will be having pk plus 1 is equal to pk plus 2 into xk. I am expanding this one, 2 into xk plus 2 plus yk plus 1 square minus yk square minus yk plus 1 minus yk plus 1. So you can write this as pk plus 1 equal to pk plus 2 into xk plus yk plus 1 square minus yk square minus yk plus 1 minus yk plus 1 plus, so you are taking 2 and 1 here, so you will be getting 3. Now if pk less than 0, what is yk plus 1? If pk is less than 0, next to y value will be yk and what is the next decision parameter? Pk plus 1. This will be equal to pk plus 2xk. You can replace this sk plus 1 with yk. Sorry, yk plus 1 with yk. This yk plus 1 with yk. So what happens is this term becomes 0 and this term becomes 0. So this will become yk square. So this will get 0. This yk plus 1 get yk. So this will become 0. So pk plus 2xk plus 3. So that will be the result. Else, if pk is greater than or equal to 0, pk is greater than or equal to 0, next y value, yk plus 1 will be equal to yk minus 1. Yk minus 1. So the new decision parameter and the new decision parameter pk plus 1 will be equal to pk plus 2xk plus yk minus 1 the whole square minus yk square minus this term yk minus 1 minus yk plus 3. So this will be equal to pk plus 2xk plus, so let me expand this one. This will become yk square minus 2yk plus 1 minus yk square minus yk minus 1 minus yk plus 3. So here yk square and minus yk square get cancelled. Here yk and minus yk get cancelled. So this term becomes pk plus 2xk. Can take this thing minus 2yk. Then you are having 1, this minus of minus 1, 1 plus 1, 2 plus 3. So you will be having plus 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this will be the new decision parameter. So you can conclude like this. If pk is less than 0, the next point plotted is xk plus 1 yk, and the new decision parameter is pk plus 1 equal to pk plus 2xk plus 3. Else, if pk is greater than or equal to 0, next point plotted is xk plus 1 yk minus 1, and the new decision parameter is pk plus 1 equal to pk plus 2xk minus 2yk plus 5. One is how to compute the starting decision parameter P0. So as I have mentioned earlier, rather than plotting the points on the circumference of the circle centered at x, y, z, you are expected to compute the points on the circumference of the circle centered at 0, 0, and then translate those points to the actual circular path whose center is x, y, z. So again, you don't need to compute the entire points on the circumference of the circle. You need to compute points on the first octant only. And as I said, you have to start from this point. So if we consider this particular point, the coordinate point will be 0, r. X value is 0 and this value will be r. So in order to compute, so from this it is clear that x0, y0 is equal to 0r. So P0 is equal to x0 plus 1 the whole square plus y0 minus half the whole square minus r square. So what is x0? x0 is 0. So 0 plus 1 the whole square plus y0 is r. R minus half the whole square minus r square. So this will be equal to, this term becomes 1. 1 plus r square minus 2 into r into half, that is minus r plus 1 by 4, that is minus half the whole square minus r square. So r minus r square and r square get cancelled. This will be equal to, if you add these two terms, it will become 5 by 4, 5 by 4 minus r. This will be the starting decision parameter. A formal algorithm that performs computation or computation of points on the circumference of the circle centered at x, y, z using midpoint circle algorithm. So first you have to read the radius r and center xc yc, and first plot the point on the circumference of the circle centered at origin. As I said, we have to compute the points on circumference of the circle centered at origin at first, followed by moving or translating those points onto the circumference of the circle centered at xc yc. So first point to be plotted is 0r, that will be assigned to x0 y0. Then compute the starting decision parameter, that is p0 is equal to 5 by 4 minus r. Then at each xk position starting at k equal to 0, perform the following test. As I have mentioned, you have to sample x at unit intervals. So at each iteration, x value will get incremented by 1. So y value will be either the previous y value or previous y value minus 1. So if decision parameter is less than 0, the point plotted or selected will be xk plus 1 by k, and the new decision parameter pk plus 1 equal to pk plus 2 xk plus 3, and otherwise the point plotted is sk plus 1 yk minus 1, and the new decision parameter is pk plus 2 xk minus 2 yk plus 5. So after computing the new point xk plus 1 yk plus 1 based on the decision parameter pk, you have to determine the symmetric points. So based on the decision parameter pk, you are computing the k plus 1th point. After computing the k plus 1 point, that is xk plus 1 yk plus 1, you have to determine the symmetric points on the other 7 octants. So we will be dealing with the first octant, and from there you are only computing points on that particular octant only, and you have to determine the symmetric points on the other 7 octants. Then move each calculated point xy on the circular path centered at xc yc, and plot, that is you are determining each point xy on the circumference of the circle centered at 0 0 origin. You have to move that point to the circular path whose center is xc yc. In order to perform that, you have to add xc to x and yc to y. So assuming xy is the computed point on the circumference of the circle centered at origin, you have to repeat these 3 steps until k become greater than or equal to y. So I have mentioned it earlier. If you consider this particular octant, you have to determine the point starting from this point until you reach this point on the circumference of circle. When you reach this point, x value will be greater than or equal to y value. So that's it.